Cornbread Karen, CEO of Cracker Barrel, is in hot water. She might have survived the last vote, but guess what? She's not bringing them any kind of dough in the next quarter. Cracker Barrel stock in even more trouble than most knew. Today we'll tell you why she's hit cringe levels dynamite, and it's all right to look away. It's a video you won't believe on the way. Hello and welcome back. Howdy, y'all, as they say at Cracker Barrel. We're so excited to have you. And, well, the CEO of Cracker Barrel has suddenly started talking differently as well. She might say, howdy, y'all, too. You never know. We've got a cringy video, an interview of her. You won't believe the stock diving down, frowns on the shareholders who were all told, vote for her for stability's sake. Well, they're paying for it. They're paying for it. Steak and Shake, come in and save them. Well, who could have seen this one coming? The Cracker Barrel shareholders barely voted for the CEO of Cracker Barrel to stay. The DEI person had to go away. But why? Why did the CEO get to stick around? Well, the Karen of Cracker Barrel, Cornbread, she's still on her Cracker Barrel throne because the big investors all said, let's not rock the boat. Let's not kick her off. We need stability. That's what we need around here. Turns out things might have been worse than we were even reporting. From Fox Business, coming out today, Cracker Barrel diners are sounding the alarm. Here's what reportedly has them furious. But there's way more to this story. Get ready, folks. Cracker Barrel is taking heat from loyal diners who say food quality has slipped from chilled biscuits to reheated sides, deepening frustration that accelerated after the company scrapped its old logo and removed the iconic Uncle Herschel mascot. The Wall Street Journal reported that customers upset by recipe changes and cost-cutting efforts said the chain's meals no longer reflect its traditional standards. Longtime patrons told the Journal the restaurant's food has deteriorated over the years as favorites disappeared from the menu and kitchen shortcuts replaced earlier practices. The Journal also reported that Cracker Barrel shifted from rolling biscuit dough as needed to baking larger batches and chilling them, moving some sides, including green beans from stovetop kettles to ovens with dishes reheated when necessary. One of those customers, 73-year-old Craig Watkins of Northern California, told the Journal he has watched the chain's quality fade and wants old staples and original maple syrup restored. Did you know that? They don't even bring out the little maple syrup bottles that they used to have. Crazy, I know. But here's what we need, folks. Get ready. During an investor call Tuesday, the company said its turnaround is progressing more slowly than expected after the failed rebranding attempt. Cracker Barrel CEO, she made it through. The shareholders kept her only because the big ones, the big investor firms, the analysts said, don't let her go. If you do, the stock's going to drop. We're going to have instability. You can get rid of the DEI guy. You can get rid of some of these board members, but don't toss Julie overboard. Turns out that might have been a bad play. Cracker Barrel CEO Julie Masino said first quarter results were below our expectations amid unique and ongoing headwinds. I'm going to insert this, that she created, and that our recovery will take time as teams work to regain momentum. It's like a kicker missing a field goal badly and then telling you it's going to take some time to recover from this, but I'm on it. I'm going to get us through this. And you're like, wait a minute, you already kicked you. What are you talking about? I'm going to get us through this, folks, okay? Quote, this is what she sent out. As you are all aware, the past few months have been difficult for Cracker Barrel because your plan failed spectacularly, and for our 70,000 team members around the country. And while many of our guests are enjoying our improved food and guest experience, we certainly have more work to do to regain the trust and confidence of those who have been slower to return. This will take time, but we are executing a plan. Oh, good, a new plan. And are confident we can get back to the trajectory we saw in fiscal 25. How bad is it? Cracker Barrel reported sales were down 5.7% compared to the first quarter of fiscal 2025. The company posted adjusted earnings before interest, taxes, depreciation, and amortization of $7.2 million compared with $45.8 million in the same quarter a year earlier. Masino also said the decline reflected roughly $14 million in additional advertising, marketing, and conference expenses. Oh, we got to get those conferences. It turns out this is way worse than they ever knew, I suppose. But what are you going to do? They kept her. So the shareholders are stuck with this crazy lady, and things are not looking good for Cracker Barrel at this point. They bet the farm, pun intended, on doing harm to themselves. More than half of the company's valuation was bet on that rebrand that failed spectacularly. And how much is Cracker Barrel down? Folks, almost half in 6 months. Almost half in 6 months. I tried to be kind because they kept, they dislodged some of the leadership. She gets to stay. But now it's starting to look like maybe even losing her and causing instability would have been better than whatever it is she's going to do next. I think she's clueless. I think she has no idea what to do. Marvin, your thoughts on what's happening at Cracker Barrel and the idea that this is actually worse now?
We were looking into Cracker Barrel the other day, my wife and I, about like where to go to eat. And I had a feeling that things weren't going so well, both in terms of food quality and in terms of business, because they were offering 2 entrees with either a dessert or a appetizer for $20. And I'm like, all right, well, number one, the ingredients that are going into this cannot be high quality. And number two, the fact that they feel like they have to offer that is just proof positive of how exactly this is going.
I think Cracker Barrel now is offering, if you go there, they'll give you a $5 meal, like a full-blown meal that you can take home with you.
Yeah.
Like meatloaf and mac and cheese and all that kind of stuff. We've got a clip here that I want to play, and I've been sitting on this for a while. I think we're gonna have a good time with it. It is it's Glenn Beck asking a big question of Julie Masino, the CEO of Cracker Barrel, who again was saved simply by investors saying not that she's okay, not that she, not that they love her, but that losing her and the rest of the leadership combined together might be too much instability for the restaurant. And weeks later, we're finding out, no, it's way worse. It's actually way worse. We didn't fully tell you how bad it is. I'm not alleging impropriety or unethical activities, folks, but I'm just, Here's a question that Glenn Beck asked the CEO of Cracker Barrel recently as they did a sit down to talk about what's happening. Here's Glenn Beck and Julie Masino, the Karen of Cornbread.
Were you surprised you weren't fired?
I feel like I've been fired by America.
I bet you.
Let me tell you guys, I can't stand this woman, and I'm going to tell you why, Christian. I mean, it takes a lot to get me to act this way. I cannot stand this woman. Christian, she is not, Cracker Barrel is located in Tennessee. She is not from the South. She's not from, this is a
Wait,
fake.
She's not?
It's a fake accent.
Oh, get out of town. She's doing a Millie Bobby Brown?
Yes. Oh, no, don't be mean to Millie. She goes back and forth. She can't keep track of where she's even from anymore. Oh.
Well, on the plus side, she spent 2 straight hours practicing her yalls in front of a mirror. So I think she's gotten that closer. And also, I thought that the Bud Light gravy boats would be a big hit, and they're not. So that's another misfire in them. Yeah, it's so funny how momentum works in life and in culture and business. I mean, the momentum is not on their side. A self-inflicted wound became public. It became a social media pariah. And the only credit I can give them is that they did backtrack pretty quickly. And I think sometimes the people who make these mistakes dig in their heels and keep on keeping on. So I appreciate the fact that they saw the logo debacle as what it was. So that's my only sort of attaboy, attagirl to the team. But I like Cornbread Karen so much, makes me want to go there and eat right now.
So I do want to clarify that technically, Julie Masino was born in Nashville, Tennessee. So technically that's true. She then moved. She lived in Ohio. She was the CEO of Taco Bell and some other things. She does not normally speak with a Southern accent, and so I'll try to get video in just a second of her speaking in a separate interview so we can do a comparison. That would be wonderful if we can get that. But let me play the clip again just so people can understand what it is that she's up to. Here is if we can go to it. Here's the full response to the question again. Glenn Beck saying, "Are you surprised you were not fired?" And as we watch this, it looks to me like they're actually in one of those rebranded Cracker Barrels with the white walls and the booths and all that. Here's the response.
Were you surprised you weren't fired?
I feel like I've been fired by America.
I bet you. Yeah. That's probably worse. Were you surprised you weren't fired?
Hang on. We'll get it, folks. I feel like I've been fired by America. You think she went to Taco Bell and talked like that, guys? You think she went, hey, we got to get us some chinchillas over here?
Yeah, I really don't know how I don't want to hear how she tried to talk at Taco Bell.
Ma'am, that's a chalupa. That's not a chinchilla.
She's doing the code switching that Jasmine Crockett does. That's all.
That's yeah. You're on it. You're on it. Yeah. Let me go to culture. You've got lots of thoughts on Cracker Barrel. As I get a clip to show what it is that she actually sounds like in interviews. Your thoughts on what we've witnessed at Cracker Barrel, and maybe this is a learning exercise for lots of people out there, lots of investors. When there's a bad CEO, maybe you got to let him go.
Yeah, that should have been the consideration. I mean, she is the Tim Walz of restaurant management. So I feel like I feel like. No, I haven't. Come on now.
Yeah,
just now?
Her nickname's Julie Taco. She destroyed Taco Bell with the same kind of sterilized restaurant look, and navigated her way over to Cracker Barrel to give them the same lack of effort and to reduce the quality and consistency of their food. She did that over at Taco Bell too. She's an example of very, very poor leadership. This is the Obamacare plan for restaurants that she brought to us. So I'm just saying right. we got some problems here.
Culture, here's the Cornbread Karen on Good Morning America when they rolled out the rebrand to Disney. It's always connected to Disney, of course. And I love that this account posted this the day that it came out at C3 _3. C3 says, This is Nostradamus, right? Meet CEO Julie Fels-Massino. She is going to destroy Cracker Barrel. You talk about calling it. I mean, take a bow, C3. Here she is on Good Morning America. We'll see how the comparison goes.
Honestly, the feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and once every other year. And
everybody got that? Everybody got the voice? Everybody got the look? All right. You ready to see what the handlers said to do? Everybody ready? Let's go back to it. Here's the new Karen Cornbread Queen.
Were you surprised you weren't fired?
I feel like I've been fired by America.
Oh, it's so terrible. I can't stand it. The cringe is too much for me.
I think she lost the thick rimmed glasses, though. That was a plus.
She did. She got rid of the Rachel Maddow glasses.
I can't handle it. I want to just play it back to back. Inject this into my veins when I need to talk about something that just makes me cringe. This
feedback's been overwhelmingly positive that people like what we're doing. I'll give you another soundbite. I actually happened to be in Orlando last week with all of our managers. We bring them together and once every other year.
Can you guys still hear the audio?
Yeah.
That's perfect. That's the old you're hearing. We all ready? Here's the new again. It never gets old. Here's the new again.
I feel like I've been fired by America.
I feel like I've been fired by America. Gee whiz. I mean, get Bill Farmer out of the goofy role. This woman's ready. Gorsh. It's so terrible. I got to shake myself off a little bit. Take a shower. How badly must you feel if you have to put on that persona? Somebody coached you through and said, listen, we need you to go back to your roots when you were 2 years old living in Nashville before you moved to Ohio. We need you to put on the gorsh. All right, guys. Final thoughts.
Cameron took the straw out of her mouth just to kind of.
Oh, yeah. All right. Well, that's where we'll leave it with the Cornbread Karen for this time. She'll be back, I'm sure, and let us know just what kind of decline the restaurant is experiencing. As Culture has said, she's a pro at this. She did it at Taco Bell, where the Mexican pizza just had to go because, darn it, Mexicans and Italians don't get along together, and that's appropriation. We'll find out what they say across the nation when it comes to Cracker Barrel. Well, folks, we've come to the end of another video of pure excellence and fun. Explaining entertainment, keeping you ahead of the culture curve, that's what we hope you believe we've just done. And why should you believe it? Well, because we've done our very best to make it so. To be true, to be factual, and to do what the mainstream, so-called access journalists simply won't. Folks, you can help share this out across the fruited plains of YouTube by clicking the like button, share, subscribe, click it, stick it to the algorithms. It is the notification bell. Drop a comment down below. Let us know your thoughts. And folks, as we get ready to say sayonara for now, we ask that you keep learning, keep growing, and wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep having fun.